So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the We Are Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Viro Viper, aka Viper Freeze, with my co-host,
Renegade Enigma.
And the war is on. How did you like the war? It is because this is what they want, the war. The fans have been waiting for a war. Both sides are fighting. It's war. It is war. It is war.
Why not make love, not war?
Well, you know. And I know somebody out there is like, just get into it, man. Like, this is your podcast. Come on, talk about wrestling. And we're going to get right into it because we're going to go to Smackdown. Smackdown, how do you feel about Smackdown? How did you feel about the go-home show to Crown Jewel from Smackdown? How you feel?
It was good. Like, the only thing about that whole supersize, like, they only gave like half an hour more. That kind of bugged me. Like, little like pet peeve, like nitpicking. Yes, man.
But yeah, they wanted you to like feel. They wanted you to feel it. They wanted you to feel it. So it kicked off. I mean, yeah. So they kicked off the show with Edgington talking about Seth Rollins isn't Edge right. He is his own individual. And in Hell in a Cell, he's going to dig down in that dark, dangerous, psychotic place. And he's going to hurt him. Now, here's the thing that I don't think a lot of people even realize. There was a lot more talking on this than there is usually on SmackDown. And then the people who were like, wait, it was more talking because they were trying to stretch it out. Here's why it was more talking, which is usually a thing. It's always more talking when they're going into a pay-per-view. Like when it's right before the pay-per-view, it's like, oh, we need to sell them on a pay-per-view, so we're going to do a lot more talking than wrestling. So that's the thing. So yeah, like a lot of people's like, that's like, we don't like that. We want more wrestling. But the little bit of wrestling we did get was actually really good because right after that, we went right into Finn Balor versus Samuel Zenning. And this match was actually better than I thought because I knew it was going to be good, but it was like, oh, this is actually really, really good.
Yeah. Like, I thought it was going to be a squash. I actually thought it was going to be He wasn't. It was really good. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was back and forth. Because it was a couple times where, like, you kind of know that Sammy wasn't going to win, and then you're like, oh, Sammy might win. You're like, oh, shit, he might win. How are they going to get out of this?
But you question it. Yeah, exactly. Like, is he going to win? Like, I even asked you at one point, like, okay, hypothetically speaking, even though I know it's not going to happen, if he were to win, how are they taking him out? Because they would have to take him out.
Right. Because that's exactly what it felt like. It was like, oh shit, he might win. And then like Finn had to do all of this stuff to pull out a win and beat him. And it was like, oh shit. Like, this was one of those matches where you're just like, oh shit, it actually fucking worked. It made me feel something. Made me go, oh shit, that's the thing.
He wrecked them.
Mm-hmm. So throughout the night, they just kept throwing in like, hey, we got this superstar coming from Raw. We got this star debuting, or we got this group debuting. We got this happening. Blah 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 blah. And like, it was all throughout the night. Like they hyped up Drew, Sheamus, and like a bunch of other people. And Like, it's fine. So we had Naomi versus quote unquote Sonya. And Renegade was the one who tipped this off and said, hey, this isn't going to be that. She's going to find somebody to replace her. But she didn't. And they did because it was Sonya Deville and Shayna Baszler versus Naomi.
Credit to you. Saying Shayna to replace her too when I said that.
Mm-hmm.
So we were both right on.
Yes. And so after that, we get a little tease through social media from Bayley, who's like, hey, that was a dumb move, called them both idiots. And Bayley said, hey, I should come back and smack you dummies around. So, Bayley coming to help Naomi? How do you feel about that?
I'm okay as long as they don't like change her current gimmick. Like if she's still this current Bayley, but I guess for all intents and purposes a face, I'm fine with it. Because like it's like turning Roman's face. Like you can very well do it because he's getting cheered. Just don't make him fucking whatever the fuck the fucking promo was that everybody hated.
Yeah. So that'll be dope. Bayley and Naomi versus Shayna and Sonya. So then we had Seth Rollins, who said he's gonna kill Edge, and he's glad that Edge doesn't think he's Edge-like. I'm like, okay, cool. So that's gonna be a Hell in a Cell. Wow. Okay, dude. That all right. That was disrespectful to Christian. So then we got a backstage thing with Zelina Vega and Carmella. And Zelina goes, we're friends. You don't have to worry about me. Like, you don't even have to put on that mask thing because we're not going to do any face punching. And it was like, as soon as she said that, I'm like, Zelina's going to win this because she's going to trick her. I'm like, okay, that's awesome. So they get to the match. They're going back and forth. And Carmella punches Zelina in the face. And because she punched her in the face, Zelina's like, oh, bitch, I'm going to punch you. And Carmella rolls out. I was like, no. Face people, put this thing on me. And she turned around to look at Zelina. And when she turned back, it was Liv Morgan. And she ran in the ring. And she fucking got pinned by Zelina Vega.
This was good. But the only indiscretion I have, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the match started, didn't she tell those people to leave?
Yeah, she did. But for some reason, they just were still there. It's just really dumb.
That's like the only problem I had with it. Otherwise, it's fine.
Yeah. So then we had Happy Cabron. Yeah, no, I said that. She's in the finals.
Yeah.
But then we had Happy Cabron and Mad Crap Moss come out and tell jokes that are worse than dad jokes. Then they get interrupted by Rick Gindoodles and King Nakamura. So after they walked around the ring and interrupted that section, then here come the Street Profits, and it's like, the fuck is happening? Like, I literally just kept yelling, what the fuck is happening right now? What is happening? It was so weird.
Well, they were supposed to be on, like, what is it, Happy Time or whatever last week, but fucking Kevin Owens interrupted.
Okay.
So.
But then they put on a tag team match. The Usos versus the Street Profits for the tag team titles in an anything goes match, which nobody knew was happening until that day. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, this match was fucking awesome.
Yes.
Like, I loved a lot about this match. Like, Montez Ford, fucking awesome. Dawkins, awesome. And of course, the fucking Usos are fucking awesome. And it was it was at like one point where we was like, oh my god, we might have new tag team champions. Might have new tag team champions, and then it was like, nah, Usos keeping this house. God damn it.
No, at one point I thought the fucking Street Profits were breaking up too.
Yeah.
The table.
Mm-hmm. Because he slapped him really hard, but he was doing a divine to get the table.
Yeah.
So then we had the match that was hyped up, and it was the main event. And going into this match, I'm like, all right. I'm thinking it's going to be okay. I know it was going to be good, but I'm like, in their number of matches, I'm like, oh, is it going to be TV? Is it going to be like a super cool TV worthy Sasha Becky match, which is like really good for them and like really good for wrestling because it's like basically a 5. It's like, all right, yeah, they're gonna turn it up. This was like pay-per-view worthy 5-star match between Becky and Sasha because it was like they could have a match every day of the week and they can switch something up and add some new shit in it. Like, when did you learn how to do that? Why are you what the fuck? It just was like that. It was really fucking awesome.
Was it them that had the Hell in a Cell and they had all the crazy shit?
Yes. They had the Hell in a Cell. They Hell in a Cell won like match of the year from WWE. And like every time they have a match, they always put on some shit where you're just like, okay, well that was unexpected. They were doing all types of shit. Like they were doing new moves. Becky was doing new moves she's never done. Sasha was doing new moves she's never done. And it's like, okay. And it wasn't like, it was like, oh, they're just throwing shit at the wall. It was like everything sequenced perfectly into the match and it flowed like an awesome match. And it was like, holy shit, this is actually better than I thought. And it was like pay-per-view caliber match. It was uninterrupted because this was part of the no commercial break thing. It was like, Jesus, like they're actually fucking going out there killing it like a pay-per-view. They worked hard and it was like, okay, this is awesome. And like even the ending where Bianca kind of got into the match, it didn't take away from the match because it wasn't like, oh, I'm distracting you all the way. It was like a little half of a second distraction. And then like Becky got confused and Sasha wanted to be in Becky. I was like, okay, that's cool. Not even mad. And the one thing I didn't like about this, and the one thing I didn't like about this was they called it a championship contenders match, and it's like she already has, like she already has that. Like, what do you mean? And so that was a thing. So it was fucked up because after the match, they rushed them right out of the ring. I'm not even joking. They rushed them out of the ring so they can set up for the contract signing. And I'm like, why the fuck are they rushing them out the ring for this contract signing? Like, you have time. Why would you do that? But apparently they wanted to get Roman and Brock in there as quick as possible so they could sign us and go off the air. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, why? Like, we don't need to do that. Like, but whatever. So Roman's sitting at the head of the table and Brock comes in and just grabs a chair. Like, no, bitch, you're standing. Fuck you. So Roman looks at the contract and Paul advises him, hey, yeah, go ahead and sign the contract. We got this. So Brock grabs the contract, signs it, not even looking. And Roman goes, he's like, you're so stupid. Why would you sign a contract without even looking at it? And Brock just looks at him and goes, well, me and my advocate earlier went over this. Tell him, Paul. We did this. Like, yeah. Yeah. It like this.
I would be mad.
Yeah, and like it added to the intrigue of this match now. Now, everybody wants to see this match, but they're more intrigued with where Paul stands. That's the thing. Like, everybody's like, okay, yeah, this match is going to be good, but where's Paul stand? What is Paul going to do? How is this thing going to fucking turn around? How is everything going to work? Like, it's just one of those things that's like, I don't know what's happening. It's going to be really fun.
He's going to go with Biggie. Paul Heyman, Biggie.
Okay. So, like, we would say we're gonna do a crown jewel prediction, but like, we basically know nothing is really gonna change. No titles are gonna change hands. Everything is gonna be basically the same. And like, so we're not really gonna say anything. But as far as, we can't even say who's gonna be the king or queen of the ring, because like the other half of the finals have not even been done, because that's Raw's go home show, and we're not going to cover that till next week. So we're not going to waste our time doing predictions. Like, the only thing like we're kind of going to predict is Sasha winning the SmackDown Women's title. So that's all we're predicting.
Yeah. And
because Bianca and Charlotte are going to have a Raw Women's title match on Monday, it could be funny to see the Raw Women's Champion come in there, the face for the SmackDown title. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
That will work.
So, that's... Mm-hmm. So now, on the other side of the coin, AEW, and we're not even going to say just Dynamite, because there was a Dynamite, there was a Rampage, and there was also a buy-in, which means there was so much happening. But before we get there, do have some small breaking news that was already brought up on this podcast, which I'm happy to announce, that Buddy Murphy will be going to New Japan Strong, and he will be debuting in November. So that's it there.
Yay, Buddy.
Yes. And Jay White retained his never openweight title, and he got challenged by somebody who we will talk about in a few minutes. Which I'm like, me being me, just goes, how did you get there so fast? But I forgot a thing called planes exist. So yeah, that's okay. So the buy-in started. Buy-in started with Santana Garrett versus Tinora Kante. And of course, Tinora Kante winds up beating Santana Garrett. I'm like, okay, whatever. I wasn't personally looking forward to that match. I was looking forward to the other matches that was on this card, which was Bob Fish versus Lee Moriarty. And it's like, okay. I like, this match was just great. I loved it. Lee Moriarty is fucking awesome. So Lee Moriarty did get the loss, but I mean, it's fine. Wait, did he get the loss? Did he get the loss? I think he lost. I forgot. I totally blanked. But I think he lost. But here's the thing about that, though. They said that Lee Moriarty signed to AEW. They put out a thing like, oh my God, he signed to AEW. And I'm just standing there looking like, am I crazy? Like, I swear I'm crazy. Because about 3 or 4 weeks ago, they were doing a taping or something, and Tony Khan personally came out and was like, Lee Moriarty, we're giving him a contract. And I was like, okay. Yeah, he signed. And I remember reporting it on the podcast going, yeah, Lee Moriarty is signed to AEW. And then they just came out and was like, no, he's signed now. And it's like, wait, what? Because I'm very crazy, because like a lot of people were like, "Yay, Lee signed, Lee signed," and I'm like, I swore Lee signed and made a big deal about it. So I'm like, wait, what?
I do remember you like talking
So
about it on the podcast. So
yeah, I was like, what? But yeah, that happened. Then we had a masterpiece of Minoru Suzuki versus Bryan Danielson. Masterpiece, fucking masterpiece. Great chef's kiss. Mwah. Just a classic. That's what you call art. It was violent. It was great. It was technical. It was fucking art. Loved it. The reason I bring up Suzuki there is because Suzuki is challenging Jay White for the never openweight title, which I am so excited for. Yes, I'm so excited. I don't know when that'll be. I guess that'll be sometime soon. But yeah, I'm all for it. So
nowadays,
yes, he's even going to be an Impact.
yeah,
So, yeah, he's everywhere. He's literally everywhere. This is one thing that I'm like happy for, like his American tour, and a lot of people like who keep saying we don't watch Japanese wrestling, so we don't know who Suzuki is. Literal, like if no one knew who Suzuki was, this tour wouldn't be as big as it is. But just keep being in your little bubble, you weird wrestling fans. Whatever.
bitches. I don't watch fucking Japanese wrestling like that, but I know who Suzuki is. Like, what the fuck? No excuses. You're a wrestling fan, you should know who Suzuki is.
Yes. So then going from that, we go to Rampage, and it opens up with CM Punk versus Matt Sydal. It was a match. A lot of people have raved about this match. I think this match was mid, as MJF keeps overusing it, and I swear to God, his mid ass needs to stop. Because you're fucking mid, your promos are mid, everything about you is mid, so that's why you keep saying mid. You just found out what it is. I love when people find out what words mean, and like, I'm gonna overuse it to death. But the ironic thing about it is he's actually the definition of the word. But everybody just gives him like super love. Whatever, it doesn't even matter. Moving on, because Punk beat Matt Sydal. But moving on. Then we had Ruby Soho wrestled the Bunny. And after she wrestled the Bunny, she got knocked out by Penelope Ford. I was like, okay, well, this feud is going to keep going. Like, all right, that's a thing. So, yeah, how do you feel about that?
I'm okay. Think about it.
Yeah. So, then we finished off with the Inner Circle versus America's Top Team, which is Sagat and the Men of the Year. So, yes. So, of course, Inner Circle lost because Junior Dos Santos hit Jericho in the head, or one of them, I wasn't paying attention. Hit Jericho in the head, and so he's knocked out. They get the win. Yay, America's Top Team. And then all of a sudden, here comes the rest of the Inner Circle, like, hey, we're coming to help you because you're getting beat up by all these people. Woo! Help is on the way. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, because like they came in like hours later, like they're like nobody's paying attention to you. I'm like, what are you doing? But it's a thing. So that was Rampage. Then we had Dynamite. Yeah, it was a lot of AEW to cover on this podcast. So Dynamite opens with CM Punk coming out. Okay, I know sometimes we get a little CM Punk is overrated, whatever, blah, blah, blah. CM Punk commentary. Yeah, I think he has it. And I know you're like, wait, but like, of course CM Punk would be good on commentary. He's good. Yeah, but like you forget that like as far as me and Renegade, we both have a lapse in memory because we've seen this before a couple of times. And both of those times, he was extremely entertaining. I know somebody's out there that's like, he never was on commentary. There was a point when he was injured that he was on commentary on some wrestling shows on WWE, and you're like, wait, what? That happened. And then when everybody, quote unquote, walked out for that day, and he jumped on commentary, and he was wearing Triple H's jacket, and it was fucking hilarious. Yeah, he was fucking great. And here he was just as good, even better here. Like 100%. I want him to be on commentary more. Yes.
Yeah.
More commentary. CM Punk. More.
Less wrestling.
Yes. So the match started out with Aleister Black versus Dante Martin. And yes, this match was really good. This match was better than I thought it would be. It was really good. Really good. Okay. Okay. So something was happening during the match, and like I know it was just like kind of random. It was kind of random what was happening during the match. But the thing is, like, after the match, this is what's like clicking in my head. Something's clicking in my head. And I want you to go with me on this. So
okay, that's right.
Middle of the match, Dante Martin gets like a little speck of black. It's like, okay, what the fuck is that? And throughout the match, it was growing on his face. And it's like, what is that? Like, why is that? He gets kicked. He gets knocked out by Aleister Black. Fine. So Aleister Black walks up and he looks back at Dante Martin, gives him a nod, and Dante Martin kind of nods back. But the thing is, Lio Rush is out there with Dante Martin. So it's like, okay. And like, to me, it hit me was like, could he have just marked him for the House of Black and like nobody would have picked it up except for CM Punk that's in commentary? Yeah.
He's infected.
Yes. Because CM Punk was the first one who was like, what is that black stuff on his nose? They were like, oh, it's probably like some of the paint from Malachi Black. And I was like, okay. But like, it kept growing and like, that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody was paying attention to it and no one said anything. And I was like, this is kind of weird. Like, it just like...
He said it. And you asked me. I said the same thing. I'm like, probably his makeup.
Yeah, because it was weird. It's like, how did that get there? But like, as the match went on, it grew. And you have to kind of think about it. Like, it wasn't too much like face-to-face combat. So what the hell was happening? Like it just felt so weird, but it was like, huh. Like, huh. And the funny part was like when they looked and had the eye contact, Dante Martin touched the black spot. The same time he looked at him, it was like, huh. Could this be the House of Black collecting members? It could be, right?
He did say something to the effect that the House of Black like accepts you or something like that.
Yes, they accept him. Like, okay. So then we have the Young Bucks they attack the Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. With Adam Cole and Kenny Omega, they get revenge for the powerbomb. So it's really funny because like they do that and they beat them down, and you know, like we have already had the quote unquote leaks for the card, and it's supposed to be the Bucks versus Jurassic Express. Like, okay, cool. So Punk, when they come back and go to commentary, Punk goes, Those are the guys with the fake J's. It's like, mine's are real. It's like, oh my god. Oh my god, why did he even go there? It was fucking hilarious. Now, I'm going to get into the fake J's thing because of, like we did on the last podcast. So, yeah, Top Dollar made a rap, and he just made this, like, great rap. It was like, okay, that's nice. So someone was like, I'm going to say someone said, hey, Max Caster is, like, this rap makes Max Caster look like Black Thought. That was the most disrespectful thing you can ever say to Black Thought. And the comments under it were like, half of those people had no idea who Black Thought was, and the other half had no right even speaking of Black Thought. So that's very disrespectful. And then Max Caster goes, I ghost with Top Dollar's raps. And it's like, fam, you couldn't ghostwrite Top Dollar's shoe tying. You can't rap like him. It's two different fucking levels. Like, it's insane that these people, like, and I'm about to sound like a fucking boomer here, but it's insane that these people think what Max Caster is doing is even considered rap. Like, it's insane. It's like, this is what rap is now. If this is what rap is, I'm done. Like, I came from the generation where rap was rap. If this is it, I'm done. And if this is how you people perceive this and, like, love it, I don't have any hope for you. Like, I don't have any hope for you, like, lyrically. Just, like, trash. I've said this since day one. Max Caster is trash. And I know people are like, oh, you're only riding Top Dollar's dick because he's on WWE side. No, because, like, here is the super cerebral thing of what Top Dollar did. Not only were they good metaphors, bars, and similes, he fucking rapped over a rap beat. I know you're like, what the fuck? Like, who cares about the rap beat? He rapped over a Young Buck beat. Yes, a rapper named Young Buck has a song, and he rapped over that beat. And the cerebralness of doing that and spitting over that about the sneakers, it all was just, yeah. Like, you're gonna tell me that I'm supposed to cheer for Max Caster and Top Dollar doing shit like that? Come on, dude. Come on. Fuck out of here. Seriously.
They're not gonna understand none of that.
I don't care, but I'm putting it out in the universe because if you even a sliver of what I just said, a sliver of what I said penetrated your eardrums and your brain hole, you would go, you know what? I'm going to do some research and try to figure out what the fuck he's talking about because I feel like I'm being left out. Maybe this boomer guy does have some good knowledge to spill. Yeah, I do. And I really hope that you fucking listen. Okay? So, back to Dynamite. You're not going to get that reference either. But back to Dynamite. We have the Inner Circle come out and they're talking about, we're back together, band is back together, blah, 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 yakety smackety. Then here comes the top team. Now, here comes another funny punk line. So Jericho sees Paige Van Zandt and he's like, why are you always out here? Maybe you want to get a night with late Champion. And she's like, no. And her husband is like super angry. So Jericho goes, I wouldn't even touch you with your husband's genitalia. And like her husband got mad and Punk goes, you know Jericho's lying. He definitely would do it. I'm like, oh my God, you're such an asshole. You're such an asshole. Like, Punk was so good on commentary. It's just fucking hilarious. But yeah, like American Top. No, go on.
Nothing like zingers, like right and left, like, you know, like those one-liners.
Yes. Because America's top team is going to wind up facing Inner Circle, like was written in Tony's book. So then we had the AAA tag team title match. Andrade brings out his tag team dressed in all green. And as they're in the ring, like Renegade goes, "That's FTR." I go, "Wait, no," because that guy has hair, and I don't remember anybody in FTR having long hair like that. And he's like, "No, Cash has hair like that." I'm like, I don't know. And like right after we said it, Punk goes, "So we're just gonna act like that's not FTR in there?" I'm like, Jesus Christ! I'm like, how did I miss that? So halfway through the match, they pulled off their mask, and of course, it's FTR, and winds up winning the AAA Tag Team Championships.
Yeah,
how do you feel about it? Yes.
I said, yeah, boy.
I keep telling you, they're in the UK. What the fuck? So then we get a backstage thing with Dante Martin and Leo Rush. Now Leo Rush is saying, "Listen, Dante, I got a tag team partner for you." And Renegade goes, "I cannot wait to see Dante Martin versus Leo Rush." I'm like, yeah, true. That's true.
I think it's obviously gonna.
It's definitely gonna happen. So then we get FTR backstage thing. They're backstage with Andrade, and MJF comes up and was like, "Mi amigo, you used FTR for one night." And he's like, "My dinero." And Andrade's like, "How do you want it? Check or cash?" MJF goes, "Both." So Andrade gives them both. And he's like, "Nice doing business with you, Poppy." It's like, son of a bitch. Like, you can ask for one, but you ask for both. You bastard.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So Moxley takes on Yuta Wheeler. He fucks Yuta Wheeler up and then leaves. It's like, he's vicious. Evil Moxley, angry Moxley. What is he angry for? We'll talk about what he's angry for later.
By the way, not to like you off. His explanation of this match was way longer than the match itself.
Yes.
Just put it out.
So then we get a Serena Deeb's thing, and they're talking about, why did you beat Hikaru Shida and stop her from the 50th win? And she's like, that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm a bad guy. Like, oh yeah, you're right. So just as she says that, Hikaru Shida runs in and hits her with something and fucks her up. And it's like, oh shit. And she fucks her up, and then we cut back to commentary, and Punk goes, nice head of hair on that Serena Deeb's there. That's just like, this guy is such an asshole. He's so great.
And one of us remembers that.
No. So then we had the Young Bucks and Adam Cole, Bay, versus the Dark Order, which was Silver and Reynolds and Uno. So this match was really good, and I know people are like, well, the Bucks always put on a good match. No, it wasn't good because of the Bucks. It was good because of Silver and Reynolds and Uno. Yeah. They were fucking going off. They did a spot where, the Bucks usually do the kiss to Adam Cole. They pulled them out, and Silver and Reynolds did the kiss to Adam Cole. And Adam Cole looked like, what the fuck is this, you two? And then they fucked him up. It was fucking hilarious. Like,
the only industry I have this match, like the only thing I didn't like, right, is the fact that it was a 6-man instead of a fucking 8-man. Because fucking Grayson should have been in this match. If Grayson was in this match, those whole fucking like tandem moves and all that shit would have been like way. Because like
Yes.
this fucking Dark Order, they're the shit.
Yes. And also during the match, they took off like one of the Bucks sneakers, and they go, "Those are $40,000 sneakers." And then Punk goes, "No, it's $20,000. That's one of them." And it's like, "Oh yeah," like it's just so stupid. And Udo even took off Nick Jackson's sock and did Socko to him. I'm like, okay. And after the match, they're getting beat down, and here comes Jungle Boy, and Jungle Boy saves the day, which is like leading to Jurassic Express Bucks match. So then we had a Cody Rhodes and Arn Anderson thing. And Cody's, Arn's saying, nobody respects you because you're Hollywood and you're left. You need to get your shit together. He walks up, everybody says something to him. Red Velvet slaps him in the face. Cody loves it. He's like, that's the thing. So Arn's telling him to wrestle, and people are beating him up. And he busts his mouth, and Cody says, "What does this mean? What does this mean?" And Arn shows him a picture of Dusty, and he's like, "Look," he's like, "he used to beat me up, and I deserved it. So that was a thing. And I think Malachi Black deserves it." And because he said, "I think Malachi Black deserves it," I have a weird ass feeling that the House of Black is going to be way bigger than I could have ever thought of. Because I feel like Arn is going to turn and become a Black member. What? He's going to be a member of the Black. He's going to take the Black.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
But like you had like pointed out, like, yeah, I'm gonna talk about this in the podcast. Like, I can see it now. Like, it was something weird. Like, I don't know if you see, but it was something weird with the filming of it and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it seemed like a dream sequence or something. Something's off with everybody in this thing.
Yeah, and it just kept getting darker. I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? It was weird.
Like, even Dustin's in it. Like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So then we come back to the ring, and we get a mid-ass promo from mid-ass MJF. And he's talking about him versus Darby Allin. And they're like, it's not happening. Darby is incapacitated. He's like, no, we're going to do this. And he just kept talking, and then he said something. He called out the referee. He was like, hey, get in here so we can say stuff. Like, the referee did the 10 count, and then Sting came out and beat up MJF. And they beat up Wardlow, and MJF ran like a little bitch. It's like, it's a mid-ass promo. I didn't really care. It's mid as fuck.
He kind of pushed fucking Wardlow in that shit. So, I don't know.
So then we had, then we had an Anna Jay thing where Anna Jay's backstage and Britt Baker walks up on her. So Britt Baker is talking to Anna Jay, and they wind up getting in a fight, which winds up leading to a match at Rampage next week. So that's a thing. We'll see how that turns out. Of course it's going to be good. So then we had Kiera Hogan versus Penelope Ford. And they had a match. And after Penelope beat Kiera Hogan, which is very funny because during the match, Punk goes, is she related to... And they're like, no. Like, but has anybody ever... No, she's not. And then like one of them goes like, somebody Hogan? He's like, no, the other one. It's like, oh my god! Like, why did you bring that up? It's just funny.
I think he said Ben Hogan.
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious. So yeah, after Penelope beat her up, Roberto shows up and beats up Pinopoli because the night before, Pinopoli knocked her the fuck out. We had a promo where Miro turned to me because now Miro has a war with God. So before, when Miro kept talking about God, I had a war with God because of Miro. So now it's Miro with a war against God and me cheering on, yay, God. So yeah.
I was about to ask you, are you on God's side now?
Yeah, I'm on Team God. Team God. So then we had
I don't think fucking AEW would do this, right? Fucking Miro versus God. Because you know WWE is good for that shit. So,
they're not gonna do it.
Huh?
They're not gonna do it.
I would laugh.
So then we had Adam Page come out, and Adam Page is doing a cowboy shit promo where he's talking about how the fans supported him even when he didn't support himself. And he went home to see the birth of his baby boy. Now that's some real cowboy shit. And he said that the fans are going to support him no matter what the outcome is when he faces Kenny Omega for the title. And it's going to be some cowboy shit. I was like, yeah. Like, yeah, I'm total support of Hangman Page beating Kenny Omega to be the champion.
And my question here was, is his son named Cowboy Shit? And he said that's some real cowboy shit.
Yes. So,
no, but like seriously, like this is where like he's gonna win a title. I see.
Yes. So then we had Bryan Danielson versus Bob Fish. Now during the match, Punk just goes, Daniel Bryan, and there's like, oh yeah, his name's Bryan Danielson, and he says, JR, I see how you get fucked up sometimes. It's like, wow, that's actually funny.
I mean, I do it on this podcast sometimes when it comes to his name, so that's the one thing like I'll give anybody. Like, you can fuck up on that. Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah. So Bob Fish and Bryan Danielson had a good match, and then they put each other in like a leg lock, and they were kicking each other in the face. And then Bryan Danielson just like, no, I'm gonna put you in a fucking heel hook. And he puts him in a fucking heel hook, and Bob Fish is like, I'm out. He just taps and is like, I'm out. So of that match was Bryan Danielson, which sets up them talking about the tournament. And as soon as I tell you the tournament, anybody's just going to be like, yep, that's how it ends. Because it starts off with Dark Order 10 versus John Moxley. Like, okay, yeah, Moxley's probably going to win it. Orange Cassidy versus Powerhouse Hobbs. You're like, oh yeah, Moxley's winning that side of the tournament. There's no way in hell he's not.
Yep.
Then on the other side, we have Dustin Rhodes versus Bryan Danielson. You're like, yeah, see how that's shaping up. Then we have Lance Archer versus Eddie Kingston. You're just like, oh, there's no way in hell that Bryan's not. Wait a minute. Moxley versus Bryan, which is at Full Gear. Wait. Oh, it was in the notebook. So there you have it. That's exactly what's going to happen. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Even though I like my backstory better because it's still a backstory. So yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. But then
I would say that we would talk about the ratings, but we're not one of those podcasts. We're not those guys. We're not going to talk about that thing. Because, like, Who cares? Who cares? Who cares who won or lost the rating? Who cares? Do you care?
Not at all.
Me neither. So yeah, that's the thing. And with that, yeah. Where any news?
No, I mean you said Suzuki then Impact, so that was the only thing I could think of. Other than that, I don't know if we covered the fact that the inspirations in Impact 2, which is the former Iconics.
Yes, that we have been saying for months and months and months that that's probably the place that they were going to go, people. We said they're probably going to go to Impact. Everybody's like, I don't know. I was like, nope, they're going to Impact. We don't see that. That's not how things work here. You could go to AEW. I was like, no, they're probably going to go there. I'm like, and is they're there. See,
we win.
Yeah, we always win.
They could have went to AEW, but it would have made no sense. So like,
exactly.
It's better for them to go to fucking Impact because they legit have taken titles there for them.
Mm-hmm. And they have a good division for them to work in, so it's a thing.
Which, by the way, they're going for the taking titles against AK.
Yeah, see, I'm not against any of that, like, at all.
Yeah.
Like, I know people are like, well, they should. No, I'm not against any of that. Like, why would you think, like, that's a bad thing? Like, that's great. I'm all for it. 100% for it.
Yep.
So, yeah. Like, we don't have anything else to talk about, so... Do you have anything before we end it? So, I mean, yeah, see, fuck that shit.